Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake here with Thuzy Productions, where we're enthusiastic about telling stories and helping you tell yours. Check out this clip and I'll get back with you after.
Yeah, over planning kills it sometimes, and it kills the energy on things too. Like there's so many times where like I've planned out the whole thing of everything I want to say, and I'm like, all right, point number one, I'll start talking to camera, like, and it doesn't feel natural. But then sometimes when like you haven't planned, and there's like we just go and do something really fun, like that video is great and it's really fun, and you kind of like create in the moment. Like my favorite song, I used to be a musician, by the way, and my favorite song I ever wrote, I wrote in an hour.
That like it kind of chaps my ass a little bit,
Yeah.
just because like but it's a good thing to remember when you're creating content. And we were talking about a specific video, like, okay, so Christmas time, Casey's video with Samsung that I helped them with, we turned a whole abandoned mall into a winter wonderland. Like that's
epic.
crazy. Like that's like, oh, you think about that from like a content standpoint, you're like, that is so good. There's so much to film there. Like that's gonna be a great vlog. And then I went and made a vlog about how to vlog, and I scrapped that whole thing and just talked to the camera. Like there was no cuts, there wasn't even like a crossfade in that whole video, and it did better than the abandoned mall snow palace thing. Like, and you think to yourself, well, like why is that? And I think it's because like people want, like we've said in that video, people want your personality. They just want to see you. It doesn't really matter what you're doing, which is why you said one of my favorite videos of yours is like when I went to get the mail or something. Or
yeah, when he went to go like pick up his coffee machine.
That's what it was.
I remember just being like, I think I've been through like a similar experience going to like pick something up, and like the relatability of that video is what stuck with me. Like I don't know why. Like sometimes I'll think of Peter's channel and people will be like, oh yeah, when he went like Sweden and does the stuff. It's like no, when he picked up his coffee machine. That's my favorite video.
All right, so basically what Peter McKinnon and Chris, I forget his last name, these are two bigger YouTubers out of Toronto that focus specifically on filmmaking and photography, and particularly like YouTube tutorials on how to do both of them. But this video came out a while ago and it kind of left a mark on me because what they talk about here is like how over planning can sometimes ruin your movies or your videos or just the content you create in general. So basically, I think this is a great concept to talk about just because I find that when things are overthought of, especially when it comes to art, it doesn't resonate as much. I think, especially on YouTube, a lot of the stuff that does the best is the least produced stuff. And this is probably because, especially on YouTube, people really like the raw feeling that people get directly from the content creator. So, for example, Casey Neistat is a guy who puts a lot of effort into his videos, but when he was doing his daily vlogs, he didn't have time to overproduce all his films, and he also told you his ideas and told you these stories exactly how he wanted you to receive them. And then he added the little filmmaking flair with, you know, doing the beautiful shots of New York, doing all the different angles of him running and all the cool vlogging on the boosted board. All that stuff was extra just to kind of tell the story and help people understand the story on a better level. But when you're just talking to a camera and you're just editing on Final Cut Pro and you're exporting and clicking upload, it really seems to connect with people more than some of these overproduced, super high budget, even Netflix movies. So I think the big takeaway here is rather than overthinking your content and not putting anything out or not putting out your film because you're overthinking it and you're overthinking, oh, I don't have enough budget, oh, I don't have these cameras, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Just pick up whatever you have and get it moving. That's what I did with my first documentary, Forget About Yesterday. I literally had a hand-me-down point and shoot camera that I believe didn't even shoot in 1080p. So I still went ahead and made the documentary. I couldn't even attach a shotgun microphone to this thing. And I shot the first half of the documentary on this. I've told this story before, but the point is you can do a lot with a little. And that's what micro budget filmmakers need to be thinking about when they're putting out content and they're putting out movies, and I'm speaking from experience here. So without further ado, if you guys want to join the movement of making documentaries cool, join the Thuzy team by subscribing, liking the video, and sharing with a friend who might find it interesting. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.